Hey guys, Rachel here from Rachthestamper.com, and I'm here with another quick tip, kind of another Stampin' 101 to show you something new that you can do. This is one of my underutilized but absolute favorite stamp sets in the annual catalog. I hope that it carries over to next year because I love it so much and I don't think it's gotten enough love. So I'm going to try to use the heck out of it before time is up just in case. But this is always an adventure stamp set, and then it has the coordinating outdoor adventure framelits that go along with it. So two things that I'm going to address here. I know a lot of people say that there are definitely not enough manly dude cards or manly style cards, but that's really all in what you make of it. So what I'm going to show you today is make your own designer series paper. So just in case you've never done that before, essentially it's just stamping a whole bunch of stuff onto designer series paper to create your own in one that you may not have. So we really don't have a lot of male oriented or just general guy designer series paper, so instead we'll make our own. So what we're going to do today is we're going to use this stamp set, and I'm going to give you a few ideas, and then what I'll do is I'll put some more of these on my blog and onto Pinterest to give you some ideas. So essentially you're going to take a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock. This is Whisper White, and you don't have to use 12 by 12. If you have 8.5 by 11, that will suit you just fine to get started, and then you'll find that you probably will get a 12 by 12 eventually. But what we're going to do, I'm going to try to do this as quickly but thoroughly as I can, because I do like these videos to be kind of short, so I'm going to try and make it as short and sweet as possible. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to just take all of our stamps and we're going to mount them. So we'll put, I'm going to try to match them up as quickly as I can and make them work. So we have our tent, the lake, what else would be good? The sign, this is definitely super fun. The directional sign. What else can we use? We have our fire. We can put these double-sided. Here's our tree. And let's see, what else can we get in there? The hot air balloon definitely would be fun. And what you're kind of doing with these is most of them are going to be monochromatic. You could take the time to color it, but it's going to just take you a little bit longer to make your designer series paper. So what we'll do with the clouds is we'll put them 2 on 1. So we'll put both the clouds on 1. Why not? Let's add in the bear because he's just cute. What else do we have here? Let's see if I have one more. I feel like I have one more block, but it might just be, no, there's one. It might be MIA. We'll do the moon because why not? And sure, why not? We'll add the moon. Maybe we can fit the moon and the stars together. Not too much. I don't think so. No, we'll do those separate. So moon and stars, and we'll just leave that last tree. I don't think I can fit it on here with this one. Nah, he doesn't really want to fit, so we'll just do this little tree here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to grab a couple of inks. So I'm going to go ahead and try and do some of the bigger ones first, because you want to do the bigger ones. You want to kind of keep them so they are generally facing the same direction. And you want to make it so it's kind of backgroundy. So we're not going to go with a dark color on this. We will go with Marina Mist because it's going to kind of be more of a blendable color. So we're just going to ink up our stamp, and you're going to do this over and over. And my Marina Mist is probably a little bit dry. So while we're at it, I'm just going to add some drops, refill droppers. Now this is the old felt pad, so they soak in really well. If you have the newer pads, which are foam, what I find best is I take a little plastic disposable spoon, and the ink will kind of just pull on top, and I'll just press it down with my spoon. That works really well. Okay, so let me see if I can get this. Might have to go this way. And this might be a little goopy at first. We're going to have to see. So we're going to stamp our lake. Just varied. It doesn't have to be the same. It doesn't have to be the same intensity. It doesn't really even have to be the same. Let me do it this way. It seems to work better. It doesn't even have to be the same direction, but so we'll stamp our lake. Couple more over here. You can use, what, like I said, whatever color you want. This definitely is a little darker than I anticipated, but nothing wrong with that. And you kind of do want to stamp off, so you want definitely different shades, different parts of it, because it may or may not, depending on where it's going to end up. Different parts of your lake. Okay, so we'll leave that. That'll be good for the lake. And let me just move this up out of the way. We'll do the tent. And we'll do that in, how about always artichoke? Kind of more like army color. We can integrate that in. So we'll do our tent. They don't even have to all face the same direction, honestly. You can change them up. You can do spots where there's a lot of tents, like a campsite. You can do places where there's none. Okay, let me get this off just in case we want to use this one over again. And we will do our little directional sign. Do that in early espresso. This is fun. I really like this one. It's probably one of my favorite ones. Of course, another stamp that needs to be re-inked. So we'll do a little switching out. I'm going to take this and I'm going to go to basic black. I find that the chocolate chip is a little more red than I like. So we'll go with the basic black. Oh, that's dark. Nothing wrong with it. Perfectly fine. Now you can use it for definitely different colors. And you can stamp these. I mean, you could stamp some in brown, stamp some in black. Whatever you want. I saw somebody actually not that long ago did a really cool one sheet wonder in all neutral colors. Let me tell you, that was definitely super cool. Just trying to get some of this stuff out of the way. How about if we do Night of Navy? And we'll go ahead and drop in our clouds. Again, doesn't need to be perfect. You can put, you know, if you want to have some things on one section and then omit, you know, something else, you could do that too. So you could have like more, you could even make these so it was kind of like a designated, like a camping section, and then change the other spot up. That'd be a great idea. All right, we'll do our bear in soft suede. And you definitely want to try to do your bigger pieces first.